an oracle that spoke through the earth until the earth took her voice back. High on the fractured slopes of Mount Parnassus, the sanctuary of Delphi once gleamed in color and bronze. Pilgrims climbed its terraces to ask questions of a woman who breathed prophecy through a crack in the mountain. But the same fault that gave her voice would, in time, swallow it. Archaeologists have long known that Delphi stands on a living wound of the earth. Each tremor that shook the slopes brought ruin and renewal. Temples collapsed, were buried, then rebuilt atop their shattered foundations. What survives today is only the last layer of a sanctuary that rose again and again from its own debris. Beneath the classical temple of Apollo, seismic mapping reveals the outlines of older shrines, sealed chambers, and terraces buried under landslide clay. Some still hold votive offerings, figurines, bowls, fragments of inscriptions, sealed away like words that were never meant to be heard again. Yet the mountain once spoke in many tongues. North of the main sanctuary, archaeologists have traced ancient terraces and altars that may belong to an earlier cult of the sun, centuries before Apollo claimed the oracle. Before the god of light was worshipped here, Delphi may have served light itself. Ancient writers described vapors rising from a fissure beneath Apollo's temple, carrying the god's words through the breath of the Pythia. Modern science has found traces of ethylene gas seeping from the same fault. Sweet, intoxicating, capable of inducing trance. The earth quite literally spoke, but the same forces that inspired faith also destroyed it. In 373 BCE, an earthquake tore through the sanctuary, collapsing the temple and silting the lower terraces beneath tons of rock. A later quake in the Roman era buried what little remained. The voice of the earth was silenced by the earth itself. When the French school began digging here in the 1890s, they uncovered only pale fragments of marble, the ghost of the once brilliant temple. But modern pigment analysis revealed what the centuries had hidden. The pediments were not white, but painted in vivid reds and blues, traces of gold still clinging to carved folds of stone. Burial, paradoxically, had preserved the color. A sanctuary that lost its light, yet kept its brightness sealed in darkness. Today, lasers and seismic sensors peer below the ruins, tracing buried porticos and retaining walls that once held the crowds of pilgrims. Beneath every stone platform, another waits. The ground that once answered questions now guards them. Each quake that toppled Delphi protected a piece of it, folding one generation's devotion beneath the next. The earth, once an oracle, has become the archive.